Boom! Welcome to Flying Can Ranch at Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. First of all, I want to announce that this will probably be the last video I cut for a while. And the reason being is we're going to move to a new Flying Can Ranch. So we've made a purchase, and now we're in the process of signing papers and getting everything in together and moving. So it'll be a while to get it all settled in. There's a lot of money involved in this, so I might be a little broke for a bit. But at any rate, I want to share something with you. I've had it for quite a while. So I want to show you how this works. We're going to talk about it. This is the Daisy Model 990 dual power. And I believe this is in the Powerline series. I don't remember. Yes, Powerline 990 dual power BB/pellet gun. Before we go any further, this does have a rifle, a barrel on it. This is, I've got like 3 examples of this, and one of them will have to be rebuilt, but the other 2 I've got very fortunate with. Now, some say these are very rare. I don't know about all that, but just to go over this, these were actually made from about 1993 to 1996. And it's a 177 BB or pellet. They say it does about 630 to 650. I guess it depends on which power you're using. The overall length is 37.4 and the overall weight is 4.1 pounds. So we're going to talk about this for a second. Pretty common thing, no rubber butt pad, mainly plastic, kind of a hollow plastic stock. This one appears to be in very good shape. You have this type of cocking mechanism. We'll get to that side in a minute. It does have a little place here to put a scope at, as you will see. You do have a sight that's rigged up for adjustable and or windage. I actually stole this piece off of another one. The previous owner, I don't know what I did with it. Well, it doesn't matter right now. I actually wedged like a toothpicker that was shooting very, very low. So I robbed this off the one that's not working. So we'll come on down the line. So stippling right here on the pump. And then your front side. Pretty basic, no fiber optics, nothing like that. Now, we do have a little crossbolt safety, so if you're aiming out, go to your right, it's unsafe. Go to your left, it is in fire mode. Very common thing. The trigger please be made out of plastic. This is made out of plastic. This is metal. This is metal. You got the barrel with the barrel insert. We're going to flip it around, and here's where we get to the core thing when we'll talk about some important things. The reason it's a dual power is if I flip this little lever back, I can 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Shoot the gun. Now, this is very important. We're going to show you this in a minute. When you push this forward to the CO2, that locks this. It will not operate. Bring it back, you can go back to your pump. Now it's real important to remember, I hope I'm not skipping anything. In order to get a CO2 into one of these, you really have to be in the CO2 mode. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. Now one of the things I've heard is a lot of these guns are missing this plug, and I'll explain that also. So this will come out counterclockwise. We'll find a dummy for a minute. And I've got it on the pump mode right now. And when you drop this CO2 in, like so, it sticks out quite a ways. It doesn't want to go all the way in. We're going to drop this back out. We're going to put this back forward into the pump mode. We'll drop it down again. Now you see it disappears, and you can get your cap in. I think the reason a lot of these caps are missing is these are plastic, and you have to be very, very careful screwing them in. so you don't cross set them. Squeeze it up, and then there's your piercing. Make sure you put the CO2 in neck down. So this would be example number one. We're going to go over just a couple more things here. This is the, I don't remember, the third possible one that I got on eBay. The other one I had that I said is not working. It wouldn't hold the CO2, but for a while it would pump up, but it's not doing that now. So we're going to flip this back. This one's in pretty good shape for its year, give and take. You can see it's got a little bit of engraving looking type style. There's some instructions right along here. This has a little patina, might be hard to see, a little rush here and a little rush down here. But all in all, for its year, it's not bad. Now, the second one I got, I think it works a little better. I switched the scope over this, I hope it works. This is this one. So this is stock, seems to be a little bit lighter or darker in color of the plastic. Still the sort of engraving thing there. Everything's exactly the same. The switch, the thing here. Don't think that you can just take these 3 screws out and get to the seals. That's not going to happen. There's a video on YouTube. Mosquitoes. We got a lot of rain last night. Video on YouTube how to tear these down, fix them, put them together. This was the RWS scope that I had so many problems with on another one. And for short distances, I just slapped it on. I had it on the other one that worked. And I think it's going to work now. If not, we'll go around it. So, again, better shape. Barrel seems to be very, very clean. There's a few scratches, nicks on it. This is normal wear. So, but I've heard a lot of complaints that people buy these and it's plugged. So you have to be very careful putting it in and make sure that this switch is in the CO2 mode or it won't go down all the way in. So I've been pretty fortunate. Both these are working pretty good. Now, I've talked about this with newer air guns. Let me set this one back over here where it won't collapse. Just gave this dog a bath and she wants to lay out in the mud. So it's kind of imperative you're going to buy like used air guns, also CO2 brake barrel. Look what you got here. That's a lot of dirt. This probably was never ever cleaned. And I had a piece laying up here. I don't know what I did with it. Showed you how they rigged the side. I've seen them put washers underneath them. This kind of dry patch there. I still need to do some more cleaning on it. But I guess these were kind of popular in the day. And like I said, I have 3 versions of it. And right now, only 2 of them are working. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to shoot some pellets out of this and the other one. And then I'm going to shoot some CO2. So, and then I'm going to put BBs out of this, but I'm going to hit 1 can with the pellets, 1 can with the BBs. Let's see how we go, different guns. I think this one, it sounds good. I mean, you can rack it up there. It's got a lot of, sounds good, but I think the other one sounds a little bit better on that end of it. And I haven't had a chance to hit anything with it. But we're going to put together a shooting video using both. So 1 can I'll hit with pellets, 1 can I'll try to hit with the BBs. And we'll kind of see what this old gun does. One might outperform the other one, don't know. But it's an interesting design. And I'm really surprised that, to my knowledge, no one else caught on to this. It's kind of odd to me. Because, you know, when I was younger, the gun that was most preferable was the pneumatic, just the pump up type. CO2s could get a little bit expensive. Now, I don't know about how you all was raised, but we didn't have a lot of money when I was younger, so I did not possess one of these when I was younger. I remember seeing them around a little bit, but not so much where I grew up at. So I was going to show you, there is a little, real common with these, just a little screw that drifts up from right to left. I had to reset this one, and like I said, I stole one of these and put it in. I don't know what that was, but that's pretty much the whole gun. And I think you could still find these distributed new in the box up to about the 2000s, but after that they dwindled out, and now pretty much the used ones are out there. You're lucky if you can find one in a box, unused, never been touched, grab it. But there you go, Daisy Powerline model 990, dual power. And we'll put BBs, we'll put pellets, we'll see what happens. So let me rig all this up, post this one, and then we're going to get right back with you. Whoop, boom.